These episodes are intended for mature audiences. Viewer and listener discretion advised. Hi, Dandelions. Welcome to another episode on Stories of a Dandelion. Today is the second part of the Average Hybrid Athlete series. I share with you guys how slowing down and taking things one at a time has really helped me in these last couple weeks. But I've stopped letting my mind race. And I think that's a big part of anything you're doing, whether you're working out and working toward a goal or you're just doing your day to day. Not letting your mind take over your body. Don't stress yourself out over things that can be completed the next day. Continue to focus on whatever's in front of you. Don't let your mind overrun your body, because it will. Allow your mind to rest. And when your mind rests, your body is able to rest. Why it is important to put things in your calendar. Completely forgot that he was going to be there. I didn't put it in my calendar. It's not getting older that you forget everything. It's just that you have so much going on that you only have so much space in your brain for certain things. And one that is unrelated, but I think should be shared, is how we are all human beings and should be treated as such. I just want to remind all of us that the biggest thing when we're going through this transition in our country and our world right now is to remember first that we are all human beings. For anything else, we are all human beings and we all deserve to be treated as such. So tune in to hear about all things hybrid athlete and how we shouldn't let the news and the things that are happening in the world change us from treating and loving each other as we should. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy today's episode. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode on the Stories of a Dandelion. Today, it's just me. But don't worry, next week I will be having another guest on a podcast. I hope you guys like that new style that I introduced with the new podcast last week. I was really excited about doing it. I wanted it to be more of a different interview / podcast feel. And I hope that's what you guys felt. I hope that you guys, got into the podcast, really listened to her story, because her story is an amazing one. And I'm going to take a pause because I forgot to put my echo cancellation on. So 1 second. All right. So yeah, her story, Adela's story, is a really good story about how she moved from Czech Republic to Shape and how the different moves shaped her life, and for her to be living the life that she's living now, how she has struggled with social anxiety, but how she is trying to get into a better place to be more social, as well as, also take care of herself and find the things that make her happy. It's a beautiful story. Definitely go and listen to it, tune into it. A lot of different things that you can take from it, learn from it, grow from it. So yeah, make sure you go back and watch last week's video. This week, we are talking about the average me hybrid athlete, and this is part 2. I'm officially just under 8 weeks out from the ALS cycling ride or bike race. And to all those who are donating to this cause, who are helping me be able to help somebody else, help other people, thank you. Thank you so much for donating. And if you have not got the chance yet to donate, you can go down below. I have linked it down below in the show notes for you to donate, even if it's $1, if it's $10, if it's $5. That makes a difference because either we can find a way to help prolong somebody from experiencing the effects of ALS, or we could be finding a cure with that $5, $10, $1, whatever it may be. So donate what you can to this amazing cause with this bike race. And with us being 8 weeks out, I am feeling good about training. Like, I'm feeling really good with training. I'm not like too crazy. My legs are in pain, but I am doing the recovery right after. Like today, we have a long bike ride. But as soon as we're done with that long bike ride, we come back, we take a shower, we do a little leg recovery, and we kind of just relax for the rest of the day, do a little bit of stretching to just really make sure my legs don't be too sore for the next day, because tomorrow it may only be an hour and it may be like my slower paced one, but I do it at a higher interval so that it can help my legs get used to the pain, get used to the soreness throughout the workout, and I can use that to get faster. So we're just moving in the direction of getting faster. Now, what are my goals by the time the end of these 8 weeks and I'm getting into the bike race? My goal is to like be at least, because right now I'm at 11 miles per hour, which is pretty slow with my new bike and everything. But I've only really been, biking continuously for a month right now, with my new bike. So I would say like I want to be at least at between 13 and 15 by the time the bike ride comes around per hour. So we have a lot of speed to, get up and do and figure out how to speed myself up, and also just keep the leg workouts up. I do leg workouts every Monday, and I also do them on Sunday as well. Just a little bit of legs. I don't try to overdo my legs, because I know if I try to overcook my legs, I'm not going to be able to do the bike rides that I need to do during the week. And I'm trying to figure out where in my week can I add an extra bike ride. I know there's a lot going on, but I seem to need to add an extra bike ride possibly, but we'll see. We'll give it these next 2 weeks, see if my speeds up or not. And if it doesn't, then we'll make a little bit of a shift for the next 4 weeks. And then the last 2 weeks will be more of a recovery, just getting ready for the race type of bike rides, where I'm not riding as long in a shorter ride, so that my legs can be ready for the race at the end of March. Hey guys, we are on air. I know, right? So cool to have this. But I interrupt this podcast to ask you guys to please follow us on all of our social media sites. We have Instagram, YouTube, the podcast on anywhere you get your podcast. And please share and like this episode and comment if this episode has affected you in any way. Because the more you comment, the more you like, the more you share, the more people we reach. And the more people we reach means the more the story of mental health and military brats change. So please go and follow us on all of these websites, and please share it with whoever and whomever you believe these stories will help change. Because I know that all of these stories thus far has already helped change my life. So again, thank you guys for watching, and please like, share, comment, and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Oh gosh, okay, so I talked about how I plan to progress, all that. Man, it's crazy, but I'm excited. Like, this is not going to be like, it's not a long podcast episode. I just wanted to come on here and talk about how it is like being an average hybrid athlete. As I told you guys last week, time management is key. And last week, or not last week, but the week before last, I was just so tired and I was just going. But these past this past week, honestly, I've decided to take things a lot slower when it comes to things outside of work, like work, this podcast, and me being a hybrid athlete. So I would go to work out, and then like come home and like be on like boom, 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 boom. You need to be fast because like, you know, you need to let Snickers out at this time, blah, 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 blah. Where now it's like, okay, I come home, I let my dog out, and then I feed him, and then I'll take a shower, feed myself. I take a little time. I'll let him out, let him go use the bathroom. I come back inside. Everything's really kind of already reset for the next day. But I've stopped like letting my mind race. And I think that's a big part of like anything you're doing, whether you're working out and working toward a goal, or you're just doing your day to day. Not letting your mind take over your body. And when I say that, I mean like your mind can literally force your body to be overrun and do so much that you have no energy by the end of the week to be ready for the next week. So take time to just let your mind think about things one at a time, not things multiple at a time. Like, be like, okay, I'm taking a shower. While I'm in the shower, I'm not thinking about what I have to do next. While I'm in the shower, I'm just going to focus on taking a shower, enjoying my shower, being present in the different things you are doing, because then you have more energy for what's coming next. And so that is what I've been doing these last couple days over this last week. And it's really made a difference in my workouts, in how I go into the next thing, and how I go into my days. I'm not feeling so run down or run over, or like I don't feel like working out. And I'm not saying those days won't come, but this last week I was like, okay, we got to work out today. Let's go get it. Let's go do it. Let's do what we need to do. And I felt good in my workouts instead of feeling like, all right, I need to get this workout, boom, 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 boom. No, I stayed focused in my workout. How are we going to hit our legs today? Are we going to hit the hammies? Are we going to hit the quads? Are we going to hit the calves? Like, what are we doing today to make my biking better and go to the next level? And when I started just focusing on whatever I'm doing at hand in the moment, it made everything else kind of a lot calmer, a lot easier. Okay, I get home, not really sure what I'll eat. It's all right. Figure it out when I get there. Figure it out. Cool. Cook it. Eat it. All right. Take a shower. Okay. Let Snickers out. All right. Okay, now it's time to get ready for bed. Okay. Still at the same time that I want to go to bed every night. So I learned that you don't have to rush things. As long as you do things in a timely manner of what you're planning to do, you don't have to rush it. If you can't complete something, that's okay too. Be like, okay, well, I couldn't complete this today. All right, we need to do this, this, and this tomorrow to make sure this is finished. And then maybe you have to wake up a little earlier. Maybe you have to do certain things to like move your schedule around, but don't stress yourself out over things that can be completed the next day. Continue to focus on whatever's in front of you. Don't let your mind overrun your body, because it will. Allow your mind to rest. And when your mind rests, your body is able to rest. And I just wanted to leave you guys with a little bit of this, just something super simple. I know that this year has started off, I don't even know, like these last 2 weeks have been insane. Like I was going to say interesting, but let's be honest, they've been insane. But I just want to remind all of us that the biggest thing when we're going through this transition in our country, in our world right now, is to remember first that we are all human beings. For anything else, we are all human beings, and we all deserve to be treated as such. So as you go out in the world, just believe in the good. believe in the good that's out there, because I believe in the good of mankind. I believe in the good of humankind. I believe in the good of human beings. And as much as the news is trying to bombard us with all of this negativity, remember that when you go outside, the person that you see on the street, they're a human being just like you are. So treat them with kindness, respect, care, and love. And so that's all I got to say. Let's continue to make this world a better place. And we don't have to be like what's happening in the news. We don't have to be like what it seems the top 1% want us to be. We can be the best version of ourselves together as one community. So that's all I have to say on that. Thank you guys for listening to the Average Hybrid Athlete. We are 8 weeks out. I can't believe that I'm 8 weeks out. I thought I'd be super nervous by this time, but I'm not. I'm actually super excited. I'm ready to get locked in. We are scheduling things out. We're putting things into the calendar so I know and see. And first of all, I also have to remember that in the moment, I have to put things in my calendar, because Torrin Wells, to all my people out there, Torrin Wells came to my church. Yeah, he came to my church on Wednesday, and I forgot because I didn't put it in my calendar. I went and worked out, and I was like, I'm going to work out, I'm going to take a shower, then I'm going to get dressed, and I'm going to go to Torrin Wells' concert that's at my church, big Wednesday, and then I'm going to come back home, and I'm going to be happy, smiling, filled with the Holy Spirit, go to bed, and go to work the next day. That did not happen. Yeah. Anyway, I completely forgot. Completely forgot that he was going to be there. I didn't put it in my calendar. It's not getting older that like you forget everything. It's just that you have so much going on that you only have so much space in your brain for certain things. And Torrin Wells, I found out on Sunday. I was like, it's not until Wednesday. I remembered on Wednesday, and I didn't. I should have put it right in my calendar. So, guys, if you really want to do something, go put it in your calendar right away. Do it. Put it in there and be like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's what I'm going to go do. Even if you don't feel like doing it, but you remember that one day you're like, I really want to do this. I think it's going to be fun. Go. Do it, because guess what? It will be fun. It will be just a joyful time, and it'll be a great memory to have. I missed out on one of my great memories, but best believe the next time it comes around, I will be putting it in my calendar so I can remember to get ready to go. Anyway, I'm out of here. I am going to be getting ready to go for this bike ride. How long will it be? I don't know. Find out in the next episode. We'll see how long it'll be. And next week, we have Alejandro. On the podcast. It is so exciting. I cannot wait for that episode to come out. It is a very good episode, and you'll see a short little clip it Sunday. And so, yeah, be on the lookout for the trailer. And I think it's going to be another episode that's going to be really good for us as military brats, but also military personnel and soldiers and sailors and airmen and all. It is going to be good for that aspect as well, because he has been on that side as well as being a military brat. And I learned a lot more. I learned a lot more about PTSD and what it entails and what it feels like, or what it feels like from him and how he described it. And it helped me understand PTSD a lot better. So definitely tune in for this episode next week. It's a really good episode. It's an amazing conversation. And I'm excited that I got to have it with Alejandro. And so, yeah, I will see you guys next week. It has been so much fun. The Average Hybrid Athlete, we are 8 weeks out from ALS. And with after ALS, I will be another 8 weeks out from the cancer, Curing Cancer for Kids race. So yeah, and that's going to be a 60 miler that I'm going to do. So yeah, we're slowly progressing to get ready for the 100 miler at the end of the year. And I'm excited, and to have all these other causes to be able to be a part of, and the communities that I get to be a part of is a lot of fun. And it's an honor to be able to be a part of these different parts of trying to make the world better, trying to cure things, trying to make the world better, trying to give back in ways that is different than typical. It's not the same as volunteering and going out there and volunteering, but it's a different way to give back. And I didn't realize that till now. Of there's more than one way to give back, and so it is fun to be able to give back in a creative way and in a way that is going to make a difference in somebody's life. So I'm excited about that part as well. So I will see you guys next week. I've already said that like 3 times, but this one is the real one. You guys have an awesome week. I love you guys. I thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next week for another Stories of a Dandelion episode. And after that, I'll see you for another average hybrid athlete. Let's see where we are. Will we be at 13 miles yet? I don't know. You got to come back and listen to see. Peace. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. There are a ton more tea time episodes, as well as stories that are going to be shared on this podcast to come. So please like and subscribe or follow down below. And I will see you all next Military Brat Monday. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I am so excited to continue this journey with all of you.